Hello. Welcome to your technical interview. I'll be conducting your interview today. Let's start with some theoretical questions. Explain how Node.js handles asynchronous operations and why this feature is important in building efficient web applications. Discuss event loop, non-blocking I/O, and callback functions in your answer.
Hi, so Node.js achieves high efficiency through its single-threaded event loop, which utilizes non-blocking input-output to delegate time-consuming tasks. Now, you can think of it like multiple functions are being pushed into the stack at the same time, and everything is to be handled using a single thread. So let's assume that the single thread which is run by the Node.js as a manager, and there are different employees working inside underneath that manager, and let's assume that each employee in its own is a child thread of the manager, which is the single thread that's running on Node.js. So let's take an example. 4 functions are to be run simultaneously parallelly, and all 4 functions are devoted to this manager thread. What this manager thread would do, it would take 4 employee threads and then tie up each employee with the coming function, which will work separately, and once the task is done, it will be calling a callback function, pushing everything to a queue, signifying that everything is complete. Okay, I just lost the track about what other questions you asked. Can you please repeat those?
Can you explain how Node.js manages tasks that happen at the same time, and why this is significant for creating effective web applications? Please include information about the event loop, non-blocking I/O, and callback functions in your response.
Okay, so what?
I notice you're looking away. Let's stay focused on the interview.
Okay, so while these tasks run in the background, the event loop continues to handle new incoming requests, and once a task is complete, a callback function is pushed to the queue to execute when the main thread is free. This architecture is vital for modern web application because it allows a single server to handle thousands of concurrent connections with minimum memory overhead, making it ideal for data invention, real-time applications like chat system or streaming services. While these tasks, yeah, okay, that's it.
You've provided a good overview of how the event loop and callback functions work together, and you highlighted their importance for handling concurrent connections in real-time applications. Great job. Explain the concept of ACID properties in MySQL and how they ensure data integrity. Also, discuss a real-life scenario where these properties are critical.
Okay, so
Please maintain focus on the screen.
Okay, so ACID is an acronym for atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. These properties are critical in banking systems, specifically during fund transfer. So if you transfer $500 from account A to account B, atomicity ensures that the money isn't debited from A without being credited to B. Consistency prevents the total balance of the bank from changing unexpectedly. Isolation ensures that if you try to withdraw money at the same time, the transaction doesn't produce an incorrect balance. And lastly, durability ensures the bank doesn't forget the transfer if the server crashes midway.
Good job. You covered the key concepts of ACID properties and their importance in a banking system, especially during fund transfers. Your explanation of atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability was clear. But be careful with phrasing to ensure clarity. Keep up the good work. Great work on the theoretical questions. Now let's move to the coding section. Here's the coding problem. You can see the details on your screen. Before you start coding, please explain your approach to solving this problem. Also, feel free to ask any clarifying questions if you need to understand the requirements better. While you work
Okay.
through it, please plan to note the time and space complexity of your final solution as well.
Okay, so can you like tell me what time complexity would you like me to code this problem?
Your attention seems to be drifting. Please focus on the questions.
Hello. Can you like tell me like what
Could you please
complexity?
specify what particular aspect of the problem statement you would like clarification on?
The time complexity part. On what time complexity should I code the answer?
The problem does not specify a required time complexity for the solution. However, it does mention that the input size can be up to 10.5. You may consider the efficiency of your solution in relation to this constraint.
Okay, so if we
I
are
notice
going
you're
with the
looking away.
most
Let's stay
okay,
focused on the interview.
so if we are going with the most efficient answer, I would like to have the two-pointer approach, where you will be having one pointer. Let's say the pointer is left to the starting of the array, and let's say a pointer right at the end of the array. And now we can move these two pointers, the left one from left to right and the right one from the right to left, till the left pointer goes beyond the right pointer. Now what we can do is, at any iteration of the loop, we can have the index of the left one and the right one, and the subtraction should yield the width of the rectangle of the water which we are going to calculate the area with, and the minimum height on which these pointers are would actually be the height of the rectangle for which the water is being contained. So now we have the width, the height, and multiplying both we can actually get the area. One specific edge case which we can go with is like we can only move the left pointer only and only if the element at the left pointer is less than the element at the right pointer, or vice versa.
Your approach is on the right track, but it seems like you might have some confusion regarding the conditions for moving the pointers. You should consider moving both pointers based on the height comparison, not just one at a time. This could affect the efficiency of your solution. Please go ahead and implement your solution. I notice you're looking away. Let's stay focused on the interview. Your solution is correct and efficiently finds the maximum area. The code quality is good, but ensure to check for any typos and variable names. Thank you for completing the interview. Your responses have been recorded.
ओके तो